Oops. Well, someone had asked me if dating games was up. I did forget that dating games endings are still being worked on, so that's why haven't been posting them. But yesterday I said it was Tanjiro's ending. Oops. Well, never mind. It's Kojo and Senjuro's ending for dating games. So yeah, warnings are sneakies, touchies. Sneakies, touchies, delusional and unhinged thoughts, and small kisses. Now, I do have to give a thing. The author did say, I'm sorry, I can't. As soon as I turned away from her, I ran away from that house. My heart was beating out of my chest as my legs trembled from the exhilaration. None of that mattered. None of the pain I was feeling mattered. All I needed to do was to Yurichi. I need to find him. Maybe he can help me. Shit, I forgot where he lived. I stopped in my tracks as I was left with going left, right, or straight ahead. I didn't dare to take any turns. Left and right seemed unfamiliar. It was all I had left now was to go straight ahead. Soon arrived near a park. Where do I go now? Should I head inside the park? Fuck. Maybe I should. I headed towards the park. From afar, I could see familiar houses. Maybe this is where Yurichi lives. I quickly left the park and headed to the subdivision with the familiar houses. What the hell do I do once I meet Yurichi? Go look for Blake? Where even is he right now? I don't even know where the portal is. Fuck. Tears roll down my cheeks as my mind becomes a mess. Fuck. I cursed. Ian? My eyes widened as I let out a loud gasp, turning to see Senjuro and Kojiro. My body trembled, and slightly in fear. What? I replied, cursing at myself for stuttering. We're sorry for what they're doing to you. Kojiro spoke out, and I let out a confused facial expression. What does he... Is he like them too? Are they like them too? Are they going to hurt me too? My breathing became erratic, my mind slowly panicking. Senjuro must have picked up on it as he slowly walked towards me with a worried facial expression. Don't worry, Ian. We're not going to hurt you. Amiki and I will help you escape, Senjuro said with a determined facial expression. I looked at the two of them. They seemed honest. And should I trust them? Second person's POV. Amiki and I already deleted the others. I thought. She was already with Blake, but... thank goodness we found her. Senjuro thought. We couldn't delete them, so she'll finally be safe. Too bad Daki got murdered by Muzan. You're a little late, Kojiro thought, his facial expression a little unreadable. What are you talking about? You asked, wondering why they would tell you that they helped you escape. What does they mean, The two of them could basically read your facial expression as you realized the two of them were aware. Your body trembled a little in fear as you looked at them with shaky eyes, slowly stepping back. The two of them quickly noticed your fear. Ian, we're sorry for the things they put you through. I know it's hard to trust us, but I swear, Amiki and I only want to help you escape. Right, Amiki? Senjuro looked over to his older brother. Yes, I know what you're thinking and what you're realizing. We are aware that this world isn't real, but I promise you, whatever they did to you, it will never happen again. Kojiro spoke with a serious facial expression. They're gone. They'll never be able to hurt you or touch you an inch of your body. Kojiro added, his eyes looking passionate. The two of them looked sincere and honest, and your mind was thinking, scrambling if you could trust the two of them. You just felt so tired over all of it. You were mentally and physically exhausted. All this mental gymnastics, running and trying to defend yourself from lanches trying to rape you or do whatever they want to you in their own heart's content. It's just too much. You were just a normal citizen with a useless quirk. You weren't built for this. Sure, you had some self-defense training, but you were too panicked and your nerves were instead filled with fear that you couldn't think properly to execute these self-defense moves. Will you really help me escape? You asked. Senjiro nodded while Kojiro let out a hum in response. You slowly walked towards him. Show me the way then, you added. Senjiro let out a sigh of relief that you chose to trust them. Follow us, and we'll lead you to the abandoned mall. It's where the portal is. You slowly nodded as you walked behind them. Kojiro noticed you walking behind them. Yin, come here. No need to walk behind us. He mentioned you to walk between them. You were reluctant, but did what he told you anyways. Kojiro was to your right, while Senjuro is to your left. It's just, I think, about 15-minute walk away from here. Senjuro looked towards you, while you slowly nodded your head. Senjuro looks at your state. Your clothes are dirty, your hair is a mess, and your body is covered in dirt, sweat, and tears. He still found you beautiful, though. In fact, the two of them still found you beautiful, but Kojiro clenched his jaw, blaming himself for not deleting them sooner. Kojiro glanced at the ground in shame that you had to go through that. He blamed himself for being late. The two of them felt guilty for not looking for you and protecting you sooner. They should have known that Tanjiro would kidnap you. They blamed themselves for not being able to prevent it. The walk to the abandoned mall was quiet and awkward. None of you uttered a word. That until you three arrived at the entrance. We're here, Senjuro commented as he stared at the entrance of the abandoned mall. Are you guys sure it's here? I think I remember Blake telling me that the entrance is, I forgot. You mumbled. Yeah, we're sure. Senjuro replied. You trusted him, since they knew the world better than you did anyways. The three of you headed inside the abandoned mall. It was quiet and a little dark. The only light source was the windows that had sunlight peeking through. The mall was small, so the three of you weren't having any problems going around. Senjuro and Kojiro started looking around, looking for the portal that would help you escape. I could have sworn it was here, the main lounge. Senjuro mumbled while Kojiro quickly scanned the mall with his eyes. Why isn't it here? Kojiro mumbled, confused. Is there something wrong? He mumbled, not liking their reactions. Well, it's just that we can't find it, Senjuro replied. You felt your heart skip up in panic. What? But you guys said it was here, you replied. Yeah, and we both know it's here, but we can't find it, Senjuro replied. We should look around. It might be inside one of the stores, Kojiro suggested. You nodded in agreement with this suggestion. You just wanted to go home. So why was this portal not popping up? Also, where is Blake? You stopped in your tracks, and Kojiro noticed you stop. Have you both seen Blake? You asked. Unfortunately, we haven't seen him. We were also hoping he'd be here. Kojiro sighed. Yeah, just like Amik said. We honestly thought you were with Blake. That you were already safe. We weren't, expecting to even find you there. Senjuro replied. You didn't respond as you looked down. Your heart felt a little heavy. worried to ask where he was. Taki too, but he figured that those two might be safe somewhere. As the three of you kept looking around, all chances of escaping seemingly blank. Not a sign or speck of a portal had appeared. Where is it? Senjiro mumbled, growing frustration. Kojiro let out a deep sigh. The two of them just want you to go home, safe and sound. Was that too much to ask for? Every minute and second spent inside this mall decreased your hope in ever going home. I think we already checked here, you mumbled. Your hopes of ever going back home, back to your friends, your family, were gone, thrown out the window. You looked down on the ground, trying to hide your pathetic facial expression. Kojiro was quick to notice, though, as he felt his hands on your shoulders. We'll find the portal, Yin, don't worry, he reassured you, even if he was unsure if you could even go back home. There's no need to lie, Kojiro. You stopped in your tracks. I know that I won't be able to go home, you added. They both paused and looked at you. Don't say that, Yin. You cut off Senjuro. There's no need to lie. We can't even find it. Tears were rolling down your cheeks now as you sniffled. Yin, Senjuro mumbled, feeling more guilty. You covered your face with your hands as you sobbed. Your trembling body was embraced by Kojiro, who let you cry on his chest. Time skip. It's been 3 days since that day, and you can see that maybe Blake left without you, and the portal just disappeared as soon as he went inside the portal. It was the only decent thing you could think of. You hoped he was living happy in the real world. You decided to stay with Senjuro and Kojiro as you lived in their house. You were resting in the guest bedroom. At first, you were hesitant because of their father, but they reassured you that their father was in another town. Tears rolled down your cheeks as you mourned your old life. You missed Izuku, your mother, Shoto, and even that dumbass named Bakugo. You also missed your best friend, Kigo, and your somewhat father figure, Aizawa. You were mourning your life in the real world, the past, because being stuck in this game now was your present. You were going to grow old and die in this game, this world. While you were contemplating your life and trying not to have a breakdown again, Kojiro was staring at your door, worried about your well-being. She hasn't come out of her room since that day, Amaki, Senjuro commented, his tones laced with concern. Kojiro was silent before saying something. I'll go talk to her, he spoke out as he grabbed the plate of pancakes. He knocked on the door, and he could hear a small groan from the other side of the door. Come in. Your voice was hoarse. Kojiro entered the room to see you laying on the bed. Oh, thanks. You thanked him for the breakfast as he walked up to the bed. You then sat up while he sat next to you on the bed. Kojiro placed the plate on the bed beside the bedside table. How are you feeling, Yin? He asked. Like shit. You replied, to which he let out a small chuckle. You took the fork and started eating the pancakes. He watched as you ate. You felt a little uncomfortable by this. Or something on my face? You asked with your mouth full of pancakes. He shook his head. No, we're just worried for you. Senjuro and I know you need your space, but... He let out a small sigh. You've been inside this room for 3 days. You only go outside to go to the bathroom, and just think it's unhealthy to be alone with your mind all day, he added. Kojiro let out a sad smile. Your eyes are puffy. Were you crying last night? He asked. His gentle tone. You could feel his thumbs gaze your cheek. It's fine. I'll get over it, you replied. Will you really? He let out a sigh. Senjuro and I are always here for you. Well, listen, he added. You stared at him for a moment before looking away. It's fine, really, you mumbled. Your eyes widened when you felt his hand on your shoulder. Oh fuck, please don't touch me. I'll actually stop, you thought, trying to stop the tears. You sniffed as your sight started to blur. You felt a tear fall on your thigh. Fuck, you can't stop the tears. I haven't even finished my damn pancakes yet. Why am I crying? You sobbed as you complained, trying to gulp down the pancakes in your mouth. You could feel Kojiro's arms wrap around your body as he hugged you. His hands rubbed your back to comfort you as you cried in his chest once again. I just want to go back home to my mom, my brother, my friends. You commented as more tears escaped from your eyes. Kojiro's white shirt was getting wet, but he didn't care less. He didn't utter a word as he listened to whatever you had to say. I kept telling myself the portal disappeared when Blake went through it, and he's happy and safe even now if he left me. You cried even harder at the last sentence. The thought of Blake leaving you in this world without even trying to find you, it hurts. He held you tighter as he let you cry on his chest. His white t-shirt damp from the tears and snot, but he didn't care. He wanted to be her. Oh, he wanted to be here for his girl, his love, his goddess. This was the only way he could redeem himself after not being able to help you go home. Senjuro and Kojiro felt guilty for not being able to help you go home. As you were distracted from crying, you didn't feel the small kiss he left on the top of your head. He wanted you to trust them both. They are always there for you. They are always there to protect you. They are always at your beck and call. Whatever you want or need, they'll have it. Whatever makes you happy, whatever makes you feel comfortable in this world, will do anything and everything for you, Yin. Kojiro thought. Time skip. You let out a loud groan as you slowly woke up. You mumbled, as you had a mild headache from the heavy crying when you were with Kojiro. What time is it? You mumbled as you looked around to see a clock. It was 7:16 a.m. They might be cooking breakfast right now. You yawned as you stretched your arms. You felt a little lighter than usual, like a huge weight has been lifted off your shoulders. Maybe you did need that. Kojiro's comfort, that is. You blushed a little as you remembered how soaked his shirt was as soon as you were done crying. His chest was covered in tears and snot, and I'm sorry, and his titties were practically see-through because of the shirt he wore. I should help them cook breakfast. I've been nothing but a burden to them. You got out of bed. You opened the door to see Senjuro, who was surprised to see you. Oh, good morning. He sheepishly greeted you. Good morning, you replied. What are you making? Can I help? You added. It's instant ramen, though, Senjuro mumbled. Well, I'm the master when it comes to instant noodles. You proudly told him with a wide smile. Really? Then I guess, you can help? Senjuro replied. By the way, Akemi is just buying some plants for you, he added. Oh, right. I did ask if there were any plants I could water. Wait, buy? You were surprised. You didn't ask him to buy plants for you. Senjuro nodded. Yeah, if it'll get your mind off things and make you comfortable in this world, then it's no big deal, he replied. But it isn't really okay, you stuttered. He gave you a smile. It is, don't worry, Yin, he reassured you. Oh, well then, thank you. You thanked him, feeling a little embarrassed. Then I'll go get the eggs, you added, changing the subject as you raced to their fridge to look for the eggs. You grabbed an egg and an onion leek while Senjuro started boiling the water. Senjuro opened the instant ramen packet and placed the noodles inside. While Senjuro was cooking the noodles, you were chopping the onion leek. You then noticed Senjuro not bothering to even put in the spicy seasoning from the instant ramen. It made you burst into laughter. You're avoiding that spicy packet like the plague, you commented as you laughed. He blushed. I just can't handle spice, Senjuro mumbled, to which you laughed even harder. Senjuro felt a little embarrassed, but at the same time, it was nice hearing you finally laugh, like music to his ears, that he always wants to hear. It's okay, I can relate, you replied with a wide smile. Then why even tease me if we aren't on the same page? Senjuro pouted, to which you only giggled. You patted his head as an apology, which he really liked, as he blushed even harder. I wish it could be like this forever. You touching me, complimenting me, anything. I love your attention. Senjuro thought. The two of you continued cooking the noodles, talking about random stuff or anything really. It lifted your spirit and reminded you of the time you cooked something with Genya too. And well, like he showed his, it was wild. On YouTube too. You added as you laughed. He only listened as he let out a laugh too. I may not have her alone, nor do I have lock her up in my room. I'm sharing her without me. But I guess this is better. She's laughing, she's smiling, and only I get to see it right now. Senjuro thought, Ian, the noodles are finished now. Here, hopefully the milk makes it tastier. He handed you a bowl of noodles. You blew on it first to make sure it wasn't super hot when you took a bite. As soon as you took a bite, your eyes glimmered as you moaned in delight. It tastes amazing, Senjuro. You complimented him as you took even more bites. A big mistake because it was so hot. Wait, it's still hot, Yin. Senjuro spoke out as he warned you. Yeah, fuck, big mistake. It tastes amazing, though. You told him, to which he blushed too. He loves it. He loves your compliments, your attention, your touch, everything. I want it to be only me. The one you compliment, the one you touch, the one you smile to, the one you laugh to. I know it's impossible because that's me, but if he were out of the picture, I would have locked you inside my room already. No one deserves your compliments, attention, touches, smile, and laughs. But I guess this is good too. Sparking with me, Senjuro thought. Before he could even speak, the front door opened, revealing Kojiro, who came home with a potted plant in his arms. Oh, have you two finished cooking? He asked, to which Senjuro hummed in response. We just finished, Akemi. Oh, right, the laundry. I forgot. I'll just go take care of it. Senjuro soon left, leaving you and Kojiro in the kitchen alone. Kojiro set down the moon orchid at the counter. Pretty, you mumbled. You like it? I honestly didn't know which one to buy, he laughed. No, it's perfect. I love it, you replied. Moon orchids. They symbolize peace. Will you finally have peace of mind? He then walked towards you, his hand on your back, slowly sliding down to your lower back. You should go sit down. You don't have to eat on the counter, he told you as he gave you a small push. You did what he told you and soon sat down on the table. Sit down at the table. Kojiro soon grabbed a bowl for himself and then sat down on at the table. He sat in front of you. Senjuro soon popped out as he finished doing the laundry. Oh, you guys are eating already? He commented as he grabbed himself a bowl of noodles and sat down on at the table too. It felt peaceful, just eating and not thinking about anything. While you felt peace, relaxed, and calm, you didn't even notice a small smile forming on your lips. Kojiro noticed this, though. He felt happy, so happy. You trusted them both now. You opened up to him. You were smiling when you were there now. Does this mean you're happy now? Comfortable with your stay in this world? Happy with them? Looks like it would have taken a long before you finally fell in love with us. Or maybe you already are in love. Why else would you choose to stay with us? Be so happy around us? Kojo thought. Seems like your not leaving was the best thing to ever happen, Kojo thought. And although he felt a little guilty for thinking that, he was selfish enough to declare that they'll never ever let you go. You're protected here, safe with them, so let them do that. Stay with them. Time skip. It's been, how long has it been now? You didn't count, but it was good. You felt so happy and safe around them. In fact, since it was night already, the three of you were on Kojo's bed. You were between them as the three of you watched The Princess and the Frog. Yes, you were the one who got to choose a movie. Kojo's bedroom had a TV, which is why the three of you were in there. It felt cramped on the bed, though. Being sandwiched between these two guys, you let out a yelp as you continued watching the movie. Oh, a yawn as you continued watching the movie. Are you sure you aren't sleepy, Yin? Senjuro asked, concerned. I swear, I'm not sleepy, Senjuro, you reassured him. That was, like the fourth yawn, Kojo teased, to which you huffed. You can lay your head on my chest if you want to sleep. It is cramped on this bed. He added, don't worry, Yin. You can just simply lay on my shoulders, Senju suggested. Okay, I'm not lying down on chest and shoulders, all right? I'm not sleepy, I swear, he reassured them, to which they soon shut up and continued watching the movie. Big mistake. You're a fucking clown because you were already knocked out after 50 minutes. Kojo lowered the volume of the movie to hear your soft breaths, which Kojo was also doing too. Just listening to your peaceful breathing. Kojo let you lay your head on his chest while Senjuro made your legs a little comfortable as he laid them on top of his. You know, Akemi, I think we made a mistake, Senjuro whispered to his older brother. Kojo raised an eyebrow. I think the portal was in the shrine. We just made a mistake of thinking it was at the abandoned mall, he added, to which Kojo added a small chuckle to it. It's fine. She's already safe and happy with us. I'd say it was just a small mistake, Kojo replied, to which Senjuro smiled. I agree, Akemi. She's happy and willing to stay with us. He replied, we'll just have to make sure it stays that way. That she's happy and our mistake is kept a secret, Kojo whispered, to which Senjuro nodded in agreement. Kojo left a peck on your forehead, while Senjuro left a peck on the ape of your cheek. I'll never let you go, Yin, they both said in unison as they looked at you with nothing but affection in their eyes.